story short, I was staying up late last night to edit some videos. I had a gut feeling that this week's Naruto Shippuden would have a lot of the awesome stuff, you know, all the budgets that they've been saving up for the past 6 months with all the fillers. And to a degree, I was right with that gut feeling. I mean, it was only for a few seconds, and even then, it was more like whatever. It was just not really that much. It was just all slowed down. But it was really cool. It was God. I don't really read the manga that much, so I'm pretty much halfway an anime watcher only, but like, I know it happens for the most part, so... Also, it clears up the whole thing with Sasuke. I mean, it was pretty obvious who it was, but now it's revealed that, oh, it was Kabuto and stuff, so yeah. So it's going to be filler for a while, but after it gets out of filler, then we're going to cover the whole Might Guy thing. We're going to go back to everybody being instantly revived, just like that. And along with that, knowing what happens, it kind of makes it less special, but then again, like, it's going to be the end of Naruto. There's going to be, like, what, 20 actual canon episodes left, something like that? So we got to really cover this up really nicely, because we're probably not going to be getting a Naruto tie. Next week's episode is going to be filler, but it shouldn't be that bad. We are now learning about, you know, Might Guy's father, or Might Die, whatever. It doesn't matter, really. Just, it's the same thing. I mean, what, who was the mother? Might Tai, and what, did she die mightily? I'm sorry for my stupid joke. No, but really, my guy's dad just like straight up an idiot in my eyes. Like, oh, he's like a cat. Oh, even if he's hairy, he's like a cat. Hey, Die, you suck. Thanks. There's been a couple Japanese jokes about Ginning being like a comedian, and then a bunch of word things there, but you can. So then Kid Guy gets angry. He runs 500 laps because he wants to be accepted, even if it's as an alternate. Alternative? I don't know, the word was weird. Alternate. What am I thinking? I'm stupid. Sorry, guys. So he doesn't even get halfway done, and he collapses, and his dad gets mad at him because he tried, but he still was happy that he tried. It was a really stupid thing, but then again, the guy's stupid. For the billionth time this episode, Dai gets insulted, except this is the one time that guy has had enough, and he goes to take on 2 Jonin, even though he's only 5, and exhausted after running 235 laps. So the 5-year-old guy goes in, tries to insult the 2 Jonin, and like makes fun of them and says he's gonna beat them up, and then the Jonin are evil and whatnot. Kakashi comes in, and you know, Kakashi's 5, who's just accepted in the academy right now, like this episode. Basically, this 5-year-old kid goes in and without a scratch takes down these 2 Jonin class ninja in like 5 seconds without even getting touched. And then that whole moment with Kakashi and his father was just heart-wrenching for me. It was just adorable seeing that. Next week's episode is filler. I might review it, but so back to the whole Kabuto thing. I mean, at first Karin didn't know who he was, and Orochimaru explained. Then suddenly Karin did know who he was, and even then she didn't think that it was helpful, because why would he? He's supposed to be a bad guy. That's what he's been for the past 700 episodes. No, but really, it looks like Kabuto has this huge tube of his own skin going into Sasuke, but then Sasuke only got stabbed with a sword like this big. So, I mean, what? Also, I'm straight up calling bullcrap. There's no way that a jutsu as strong as Izanagi or Izanami, whichever it is, M or G, I don't really care. That's pretty much the same exact thing. Look at the timeline. There is no way somebody would be able to break out of that from self-reflection after what, 3 hours tops in this timeline? And then with that sudden self-reflection, the bad guy suddenly becomes a good guy after being the bad guy after some. Like, why don't you just do that to all the bad guys? But then again, we wouldn't have a plot. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm personally fine with the fillers. Next week's gonna be filler. It's probably gonna be like a 2-month filler, people are saying, but I really doubt that. I mean, just, let's be honest. But then once we get back, it's gonna be straight up, we're gonna get the Might Guy stuff. That's gonna be godly, people are saying, probably, but probably, I mean, don't ruin it, guys. Gotta keep in mind, like I said, there's only like 50, not like 50. My guess would be that they're trying to get to episode 500 to end the whole thing off. I mean, Kishimoto did want to go to 700 instead of like 710 or 705 to wrap up the whole thing. But then again, we got Gaiden anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So guys, for all you manga readers, just let them do this filler. It's technically new content to you instead of the old content that's just beautifully animated that you want to see. So just let them do the fillers so that they can animate the entire rest of the show beautifully, especially that final fight, Naruto versus Sasuke. Like, that's gonna look so good, so good. I don't know if it's gonna top the original, but it was just, this is gonna be so great, guys. I can't wait for that. Also, that ending was just perfect. I just had to mention that real quick. Ramen guy going in for the kill! But really, now I have so much clearance. Now I don't even care if the Ichiraku guy, what's his name? Yare, and then the the girl, the Chi-Chi, Shine. Now we don't even need to see their OP god powers. I mean, to be fair, the closing isn't anything spectacular to look at or anything like that, but I mean, it's still good. It's still nice. It's a decent song. It's not the best song ever or anything, but it works, I guess. And then you got that whole ending thing. And then, like, the Naruhina, and then the Kushina, Minato, and then all those little things that are going on there. I mean, it's like a story. And then that ending thing with the whole rainbow and all the Kage with Naruto, that's pretty good. So that's all I'm going to have for you guys this week. If you want to see more of this stuff, drop a like. And have a day. Filler clone. Jutsu.